I will never copyright a reaction channel. I will never, ever strike down a compilation of me because I don't care.
Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. It's been about a week since I've made a video and posted. Nothing else I can really say other than I got really busy, you guys. I don't want to like hop on and make a video when I don't have the energy or feel like I'm in the right headspace, and I've just been really overwhelmed with things recently. So, um yeah, that's pretty much the update with me. Also, in the meantime, I have gotten my first hate comment. So basically, I'm a fucking success, okay? Um, and look, I'm not gonna be like Amberlynn and address every fucking hate comment I get and this and that or whatever, but like the comment that I did get was, it said, "Jordy wannabe low key." First of all, LOL. Um, Yeah, I do think that is important that I at least give this disclaimer for my channel, which is I am not watching other people's reaction videos before I do mine. I haven't watched any of Amberlynn's videos. I'm like 4 videos behind. I have not watched any of them. I haven't watched anyone's reaction videos on them. And like as for the Jordy thing, I only discovered him like a couple months ago, maybe anyway. And I also haven't been watching any videos, like any Amberlynn videos since I've been making these videos because they've been taking up all my spare time when I would probably normally watch those. So, yeah, I just want you guys to know that I'm not a fraud. And also, like, it's not like I'm putting out the best quality content, you guys. Like, it's not, like Salty Crab puts out like actual commentary and she really thinks about it and she does multiple takes and this and that. This these videos I put out, y'all, not to be anything like that. I'm just coming on here to have 0 cuts and just talk shit into a mic, and that's about it. So, if you like it, please stick around. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for all the support and views and comments and everything. It's so fun to interact with y'all. And yeah, I'm so excited. So, let's get into it. What is this video called? It was her Let's Talk for last week. Um, hold on, I'm like so unprepared. I shouldn't admit this. Zachary Michael and deleting comments. Let's talk. Episode 1. It's 22. Okay. So let's get into this because this is gonna take me a while. Okay. Oh my god, I don't even care. Whatever. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this series is called Let's Talk. I have done this before years ago. It's definitely just a series.
Okay. Not to stop so soon, but how is this gonna be any different from like every other video that she posts? Like, doesn't she just sit down in front of the camera and defend herself in every other video? Haven't we already done that? We're doing that in the daily vlog so far. We did that in the in the weigh-in video. Okay, let me give her a chance.
Where I can communicate and correspond with you guys. So
if we follow you on Instagram, where are we getting these messages from? I haven't really been keeping up.
Unfortunately, my channel has thrived, but also died on a lot of different speculation, and I want to change that.
Okay. She really, this is something she needs to learn. She needs to learn, and she's right, for the fate of her channel. Her channel thrives and also dies, in her words, okay? Based off of her interacting with reaction channels. It's like a symbiotic relationship, right? They need each other. But reaction channels got other parts of Girl World too, so they don't even fully need her. One day, like if reaction channels decide that she's not playing along, she's not giving us like what they need, they're just gonna stop talking about her, and then that's when her channel is really dead. That's when it's really dead. So I mean, look, I want to keep covering her. I find her to be incredibly entertaining and just interesting. So I don't want that to happen, even though I think it's what she probably most likely deserves. Um, but again, like she's not the type of person to learn from mistakes or anything happening. Like if her channel actually did completely just go to shit and her views just completely went away, she'd still be like, she'd make excuses. This is just what happens when I'm like myself and when I'm not like giving into the haters, and but she'd have all these excuses. So really, you just gotta strap in and just be along for the ride. I don't think it will ever stop until the day she dies. Now, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but something tells me we're gonna be around for it, honestly. Ugh. All right. What were we talking about? Okay.
I want to use my voice in situations where I normally wouldn't, and I want to continue using my voice in situations where I already have. This is just a place for you guys.
Okay. I mean, she's insinuating that she doesn't. She's insinuating that she shuts the fuck up ever. The only time, babe, you've shut the fuck up is when you disappeared for 3 months because you were at your girlfriend's house. All right. After having your mommy drive and her fiance drive you there, by the way, and you don't even call him stepdaddy anymore. I digress.
To get to know me more, maybe in areas that you never would have, a place for me to be accountable, to clarify and deny, and just an overall correspondence between you and me every single week. So
what is this chat GBT ass script? A place for me to be accountable, to clarify and deny, and just an overall like shut the fuck up, bitch. I know for a fact you didn't write that. Like I know for a fact you probably thought like this is a script, but I know for a fact you did not. That didn't come up your noggin, girlie. Nah. Also, the sunglasses on top of the head. Desperate for us to believe she leaves the house. I believe you leave the house, girly pop. I do. To go to Walmart and to bingo with mommy. Okay? And no tea, no shade, but it's like, take them off.
the reason I want to do this is because there's always questions.
Like, I'm sorry, it's not the first thing you do. Like, when I walk in the house, sunglasses off, set them down, jacket, purse, shoes, okay? And then I go straight up to my bedroom to change into my cozy clothes. Is that not? I mean, she lives in her cozy clothes, let's be for real. Oh my God, when's the last time you think she's worn jeans? Probably at least a decade, right? Like, damn. Torrid, y'all sell jeans.
Rumors, speculation, just things that people are, for the lack of a better word, obsessively asking me about. And it kind of goes in cycles where it's like there's like 5 huge things that people are talking about ad nauseum. And I think
she's got to stop saying that. I swear to God, ad nauseum. She's got to stop. We gotta. Why don't one of these segments and let's talk the new vocab word of the week. Why don't we do that? Damn, I'm gonna have to comment that. Hey, if you see my comment under this video, no, you didn't. All right. Unfortunately, like I'm one of the people on my private account that, and I hate to admit this, y'all are gonna judge me for this, but I'm one of the people who thinks it's funny to like act like a supporter. Just so like keep her going. Keep it interesting. You know, keep her spirits up. So who cares what my intentions are? I want to keep her spirits up. I want to keep her posting. All right. It's entertaining. So yeah, if you see my comment, no, you didn't. What were we talking about? I already see this video being so long. Okay. Also, by the way, my AC is still not turned on. I live in an old ass building. They finally turned it on after calling code compliance, and it's not cooling the air. And y'all know my PC's in my fucking closet in my reading room. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm sweating right now. The delirium is already kicking in. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on.
I think this is a good opportunity. Maybe I can answer those 5 things or whatever it may be. But regardless, I feel like my channel is very parasocial, let's be real. And there's always...
Who said that? Who said that? Where'd she get that from? Parasocial. I'm not gonna lie. I've been out of school for a while. One-sided, imagine connection or relationship. Oh, no shit. I knew what that meant. It just sounded so foreign coming out of Amberlynn's mouth. Again. We got ChatGPT pulled up on your phone. Girly plop.
Some sort of speculation or always some sort of topic that people are like, Amberlynn, why won't you talk about this? So this is going to give me the opportunity to do so if you guys bring it up, of course. So I have structured this series.
We do bring it up, actually, so pick our comments, please.
Into a special format, and I'm really, really excited. So the first section is always going to start with sweet and sour. So sweet and sour is just going to be a random comment generator from the Let's Talk prior. So obviously, since this is...
Of course it's food related. Sweet and sour.
Episode 1, we're having to skip that part. But I came up with sweet and sour because you never know what kind of...
Did you come up with that? I'm sorry, you're not going to beat the ChatGPT allegations from me this ep. Okay, girl?
A comment is going to pop up. Can it be a sweet comment? Or can it be a sour comment? Using a...
She thinks she's so quirky and cute. What was that? Ooh, I just got a shiver down my spine.
Random comment generator is going to give me a wide variety of comments instead of just like going based off of like the top ones where I pick and choose, etc., etc. So this next section I am calling Sippin' Community. I know, I'm very clever. Thank you. So
girl, no you're not. Somebody AI check this shit, please. Sippin' Community? Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way you came up with that. Not that I even think it's that clever. It's just like, I'm sorry. We all know, like, this girly pop's education, not that great. And I know she's been in foster homes and this and that or whatever, but like, she's 30, isn't she 34? I just can't. I'm sorry. I just don't believe that she is creative enough to come up with these things.
This is where I read from the community tab that I will be posting every single Monday. So it gets time for the questions and anything that you guys need me to speak about for them all to just fall under that.
Shit, I missed it. Okay, what question should we ask next week though? Let me know in the comments. We'll come up with some questions and see if she reads them. I am not gonna lie. It was like 3 weeks ago. I was watching the ankle video, and he was covering like her Instagram questions. I forget what the fuck question I asked. I think it was something like, "Hey girly, like, are you gonna do weight loss videos again? Like, are you gonna do a weight?" I think this is before she was like new schedule or whatever. Well, I was watching the ankles because I do follow her on Instagram in my private Instagram. And I was watching the ankles video. I wasn't even paying attention. I put it on in the background. And I was like, wait, is that my question? It was so, I don't know. Does anybody give a fuck? It's not that I think she's like some sort of celebrity or whatever, but like, I just love how interactive this community is. It seems so vast, but it really isn't. You know what I'm saying? So you can actually really play around. It's so fun. So comment what you think we should ask her for her next Let's Chat. We got to kill her with kindness, girlies. So let's see.
Community tab. And then after Sippin' Community, we're going to be doing the Linterview. Yes, I know.
Again, no fucking way you came up with that.
More cleverness from your girl.
No.
So the Linterview is where you guys are actually interviewing me with your voice. Yes. So.
And the crowd went absolutely fucking mild. Like, what the way she said that was like everyone started cheering. Yeah, we can't wait. She lives in a fantasy world. Again, I'm telling you, I can't imagine. I imagine a lot of the people supporting her are just like me, that like to just kind of feed her that, so that not feed. Like to like contribute to her continuing on. We got to give her some positive feedback, you guys, if we want to keep up with this universe. All right.
So I told everyone over on my Instagram, send me a microphone emoji. So I have structured the series into a special format, and I'm really excited.
Oh my God.
So the first section is always going to start.
I'm so sorry. How did I do that?
Request, and that gives you the opportunity to send me a voice memo, an emoji, so I can accept your request. And that gives you the opportunity to send me a voice memo asking any question you want. So I have not listened to any of them. It is going to literally be live, real reaction. I am very nervous. So if you guys want to go to my Instagram for next week, literally go to my Instagram at hectic.amby.
Y'all, I just fell the fuck asleep. I just fell the fuck asleep.
Send me a microphone. I'm going to send you a smiley face emoji back, and then you can send me a voice memo, because Instagram has it to where you can only send me a voice memo if I accept your first message request. So anyways, after the Lint review, the next section is...
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. The first thing I thought of when I saw that was like, Lint? Lint? The fuck? Lint review. That's actually so fucking funny. Like, I wasn't even thinking Amberlynn. Ew.
Called Tea or Tail. So what this...
Tea or tail? That's not even fucking clever. It's like true. Is this like truth or false, or true or false?
This is gonna be is I am going to clarify rumors that I have heard through the grapevine, and I'm going to tell you
through the grapevine, right. Not from the fact that you are watching reaction channels. Yeah, you expect us to believe that?
Yeah, that's real. Or no, that's actually not true. And then the last section is going to be bad choices. And I just remembered I forgot to actually bring the cards over here, so I need to go get those. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So
bad choices. Oh my God, is this her? She's doing tarot and oracle cards. Who asked for this?
Bad choices is just a bunch of really hecticonic questions. So I'm going to be choosing 5 of those and answering them. So I know this introduction was super long. We will not be doing that in the future videos.
Please. Oh my God, I'm literally falling asleep.
I just kind of wanted to talk about what the series is.
Well, then why do you watch? Because I'm having a good time. Okay, I'm having a good time. I'm also falling asleep.
About, so let's get into it. Okay, sadly, we are skipping over sweet and sour because I can't do it. And we're going to go straight to sippin' community. Have you considered that your refusal to do inpatient treatment could be linked to a drug addict's refusal to do rehab? No.
No. I'll give her a chance to respond, but like, I really am not liking the comparison, especially that Amberlynn made in her last video, of her food addiction to alcohol and drug addiction. I find that to be incredibly disgusting. Someone commented on one of my last videos. I would like to share that comment because I thought that they voiced it better than I did. Let's see. Let me just pull this up really quick. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to make any cuts with these videos, so yeah, because in the last video I'd mentioned, I was like, no way her mom didn't do it without some sort of intervention. Like, Amberlynn acts like she is just gonna click one day, right? So this person, I'm not gonna say their at just because I don't know if they'd want that, but they said something didn't just click. Her mom went to jail or prison. I'm not exactly sure which one. I know the sound of the bar slamming behind her and being treated lesser than by the guards did make something click in her head, and that doesn't want to end up, and that she doesn't want to end up back there with because of drugs. I swear I can read you guys. Oh my God, it's the caffeine, and I'm hot. It happened to my uncle back in the early 2000s. Comparing your weight loss to your mother's drug addiction is disgusting. A little anecdote for you. Yeah, I mean, and do we even really need to get into it? So let's see why she thinks no. I bet it's for an incredibly selfish, weird reason.
Because I actually think doing inpatient would be fun. I know a lot of people are going to be like, fun? That's
Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't think it would get more fucking disgusting. Ew! Oh, you think it'd be fun? She's not taking this seriously. She's not taking. Oh, I actually think it'd be really fun. What the fuck are you talking about? Huh? Okay, well then do it, bitch. Do it, bitch. Pull some strings, move your life around. I know you got a whole house. You gotta put food in your baby's mouth. Oh, you gotta pay rent. Shut up and do it then. If it's gonna be so fucking fun. I run a household. I have a household relying on me. I have to put food in my baby's mouth, and I have rent to pay, and I have to work. Dude, grind on YouTube for a while, save up your fucking money, and do it if it's gonna be so fucking fun.
That's really the adjective you're going to use for that. The only reason why I choose not to do inpatient is because it is extremely expensive.
Shut up! I'm sorry. I know I feel like we've been addressing this inpatient shit a lot recently in these videos, but it's like she keeps bringing them up and making the same fucking excuses. Like, it shouldn't be a fucking money thing. The same thing with semaglutide and Ozempic. Like, you don't think that's worth it? Saving your life? You wouldn't put a dollar amount on that?
And I have a job. Not only do I...
Her brain is cake. Her brain is fucking cake. You cut it with a knife, it'd be fucking cake.
I have a job I have to do to keep the roof over my head, the electricity running, and the food in my fur baby's stomach. But I have fur babies that need to be taken care of.
Next. Come on, Amberlynn. You're really good at making excuses. Let's come up with a new one. Come on. You can do it.
I know the I's could be dot and the T's could be crossed. Like, my mom could probably watch my fur babies.
Yeah.
So, like, it's the job thing for me. If I was to be able to go into inpatient and be able to vlog my whole experience and upload, still make an income so I can still pay my bills, then I would do it.
I'm sure you could. I'm absolutely sure you could find a place that could make some sort of arrangement with you where you could do that. Why not? Why fucking not? Like, obviously you're not going to want to record anybody without their permission, or maybe they aren't going to want you to share every single detail of their plan, or maybe you'll find a place that will let you do that. Especially when you're paying a lot of money to be there. You know, I'm sure that you'd be able to find a place that would let you fucking do that. Oh my god, it's just I'm getting worked up again, you guys. Help. I'm getting worked up again.
Why is it okay for you to make assumptions about ZM's mental health, but when your audience does it, it's mental health shaming? So I've never really made an assumption about his mental health.
You've made plenty of statements knowing absolutely nothing. For real. And here's why it's not okay when you do it. Okay? He's a reaction channel. He's not putting his life out there to be reacted to be scrutinized, to be, you know, evaluated and picked apart. You did. God, I feel like a fucking broken record on these videos. Jesus. It's just, that's what I'm saying. These Let's Talk videos are not going to be fun if we're just like repeating all the same shit. Like, come on, girl. I know you can come up with some better excuses.
Months and months ago when I said, whoa, what a quinky dink. Zachary Michael's mental health gets bad when I take a break from YouTube. I think that was my way of just being like, okay, if you can dish it, I expect you're going to be able to take it.
Why wouldn't he take a break? If you're taking a break, he makes videos about you on his channel. The fuck? He also makes videos and is fully capable of making videos about other people on his channel as well. Like, why wouldn't he take a break? He's a YouTuber. That's the privilege you have being a YouTuber and working for yourself, is you can stack up, you can put the videos out, stack up your money and take a break. Cause you're your own fucking boss. I'm sure Zachary Michael has saved up and put up away enough money where he can do that. Why can't you do that, Amberlynn? Why do you feel like you're not capable of doing that? You have the same fucking privilege.
There have been times where he has mocked me about my mental health or a heartbreak, a relationship, just some way that I was feeling. I have felt mocked. I have felt hurt.
And what? And what about it? So what? Mocking isn't illegal. And what about it? He's allowed to do that. Sure. And then people are also allowed to go in the comments of his videos and say that was, that was that bad taste or that was harsh or whatever. And like, I'm sure, that's happened in the past with him. Like, and so what? That's free fucking speech, baby girl. And sure, you can also say those things back to him. But again, doesn't mean people can't comment and be like, that was in poor taste, Amberlynn. Period. God, it's like being on the internet 101 with this motherfucker. It's like, we gotta get you a, what the fuck am I trying to say? Those fucking, for dummies books. I'm saying that word a lot, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm really hot. I need to go get one of my portable fans. I just don't want that to ruin the mic. Or whatever. Okay, let's move on.
I'm allowed to feel that way. And in my brain, I was like, okay, he's been doing this for years. Now it's my turn. Have you traveled the
Fine, whatever, who cares?
world since breaking up with Beck? No.
See, this person is a troll. Like, obviously not. They're just trying to bring up the point that you're not, like, her trying to say they broke up and, it's because Beck doesn't want to travel. I want to travel the world. And wifey wants to travel the world. Wifey wants to travel, and now I'm going to get in shape and I'm going to lose weight so we can do that. Like, shut up.
But I have traveled. I have went to Oklahoma. I've went to Wisconsin. I've went to Tennessee. I've went to Michigan. And I forgot to say, I've been to Illinois since then. Chicago, hello, Billie Eilish concert. And I've done things.
Congrats. Round of a fucking applause. Round of applause. You successfully found somebody, mainly your mother, to drive you around places, and your girlfriends to drive you around places. Like, okay, congrats. You sat in a car for multiple hours, like, to go to the... Oh my God. Okay, like, sure, that's traveling, but you don't know the first thing about travel. Can you even really enjoy a road trip? Make stops along the way? Can you really enjoy it? It seems like it's more just like uncomfortable for you. You just gotta like survive the car ride there.
That I wouldn't have. So based on your physical health and your track record.
And then like once you get to the location, it's not like you're staying in hotels and sightseeing and like you've moved your big ass body from one place to the other. From one couch cushion to the next fucking couch cushion a state over. But like, can we really say that's traveling? I'm just saying. Okay. Sorry, what the fuck are we talking about?
For change, what do you estimate your life expectancy to be, and what will you do with that time? So this is kind of like gruesome, but based on how I feel and the things that I go through, probably somewhere in my 50s, and I feel like early 50s.
First of all, no you ain't. No you won't. That's not happening. Early 50s. You're over 500 pounds, Amberlynn. That heart can only beat, like, your heart is under so much weight. There's so much strain on your heart. You think it's gonna beat for another 20 years, for another 2 decades? I think that's pushing. Like max for sure. And also the fact that you can say that. Like without freaking the fuck out. Oh my God. I saw this in my last video. She would have to die and come back to even like begin to start thinking about taking things seriously.
50,
early 50s. That is so funny.
I don't know why. Like, that's when my grandma died. Actually, it was when she was 51. But like the number 53 keeps popping in my head, and slightly 54.
Was your grandmother over 500 pounds? I think I remember her saying her grandmother was big, but like, was she over 500 pounds? God, I swear I'm not obsessed with fatties, okay? That don't want to do anything with, for their health. But I put on a 600-pound life the other night, and honestly, the whole time I was just thinking, why does Amberlynn think she's nothing like these people? You are more than qualified to be on that show, babe. Dr. Now would eat you up. She wouldn't make it. I don't think she'd come back for her second appointment. The episode that I watched, I forget who she was, so it's not even important, but she went to her first appointment. Dr. Now said lose 50 pounds. She came back a month later. She lost 63. He's like, okay, look, your heart is still under like a lot of stress. I need you to lose 50 more pounds before I feel comfortable putting you under anesthesia, right? She says, okay. She goes home. 2 months later, comes back for her next appointment, lost over 50 pounds. Like, it's not like something clicks. You just have to make that decision, right? Amberlynn could never. She could never. She would get so awkward in that appointment and be like, she'd try to make her excuses, and Dr. Now would be like, look, girly pop, you have enough reserves to not eat for 5 more months. And she'd be like, you're shaming me.
That's a very gruesome question. And what will I
Yeah, well, that's reality, babe. What the fuck are you talking about? This is where we're at.
do at that time? It depends. Like, am I trying to better myself, whether that be physically, emotionally, mentally, etc., which is where I'm at right now? Or am I just going to just flop like a fish and not care about anything? I want to say it's this over here. So by doing this,
you want to say, like, the fact that you can't even confidently be like, yes, I want to live. I want to fight for my life. You might as well give the fuck up, babe. What are we doing? Now, look, you know what? I'm not going to complain. I like watching this train wreck. I love to know what her new weekly schedule is going to be and her new diet. I hate that we're doing a no diet though right now. That's so not fun. I'm just excited to see what I eat in a day is going to be.
over here, that means I might see my 60s. I think regardless of which one I choose, I'll never.
Yeah, I don't know, babe. 60s?
Never see my 70s, and that's kind of a sad reality. How does it feel knowing you've been stuck in a time loop for the last decade?
Period. I love that you guys are asking these questions.
When your watchers have graduated college with masters, gotten married, etc., the world is evolving around you, yet you haven't changed a thing. So first,
woof. Damn. I mean, couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. Like, so many people, I've seen so many of those comments where people are like, graduated high school, then got my undergrad, and then got my master's, and now I'm married and have a baby on the way. In the time that you have been on your quote unquote weight loss journey, you know, oh my God, some compilation popped up of Amberlynn. I think it was Beanbag and a Curry. You know what? I think it might have been Girl Tube. Okay. And it was Amberlynn weighing in over the years. I'm pretty sure she's the same weight that she was in 2020 right now. Like, imagine 5 years go by and you're still at the same weight. Think of where you could be, Amberlynn, if you just made it a goal to lose a pound a week. A pound a week. Quick maths. Quick maths. You could have lost 270 pounds in 5 years. 270 pounds. You could be 249 pounds right now. Holy shit. Put that into perspective, dude. Okay, hold on, my dog. I gotta take a pause. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. My partner came home and I had to get situated, and it's really hot, and he brought me a little portable fan. So if you hear that, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go on.
To those who have
Woo!
graduated.
JK, I gotta turn the volume down. Hold on. Okay, no. Oh god, it's such a shit show today, you guys. Okay, let's go.
College with masters, hell yeah, props to ya. But I do
She's so fake. Oh my god. Hell yeah, props to ya.
want to say everyone's timeline is completely different. Some people get married when they're 18, some people get married when they're freaking 62. You know, more people than you think.
Do most people do most people take over a decade to lose weight, but then they just end up gaining hundreds of pounds in the process?
Have very routine, boring, everyday lives. Like they get up, they shower, they have their breakfast, they head to work, they come home, they have dinner, they relax, and that's that. Like a lot of people do have that life, and I think that we just need to be grateful to be alive regardless. Just because someone is married versus someone who isn't, that doesn't make one of them better than the other versus someone graduated with masters versus someone who didn't. It doesn't make one of them better than the other.
What the fuck is she talking about? That did not answer the question. They want to know how you feel and how you sit with the idea that in the span of, am I wrong? Did I hear that wrong? I thought that they were asking like, how does it sit with you that people have, you know, had these a million things happen in their lives and develop and blah blah blah, like in the time that you've been on your quote unquote weight loss journey. Am I wrong? Is that not what they're saying? What the fuck is she talking about? Obviously, everyone's on their own timeline, but what is yours, babe? Is it going to take you 2 decades to lose the weight?
I have my accomplishments. I have things in my life that make me extremely happy, but this is my life and my routine.
She loves to act like there's like so many aspects to her life that we don't know about. She, like, even in the beginning of this video, so you guys can learn a little bit about me. Like, what more can we learn about you? Then what new personality you've decided to take on and pretend that has been a quality of yours?
I've been stuck in a time loop when it comes to my weight. I will admit that. But when it comes to like growing and bettering myself, I have not been stuck in a loop. 10 years ago,
You become more smug. Like, you can tell watching her old videos how immature she is. I still think she has that immaturity. She's just become more like full of herself. She thinks she's grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just how she presents herself.
I could not have ever imagined myself not only being single, but living by myself. That would have never happened.
The bar is in hell. The bar is in hell. Well, then you're not going to be happy, Amberlynn, when you know, are in a facility one day. Because mommy's not there to take care of you. And no one will be with you other than feeders. You know, like, well.
10 years ago, I could not imagine myself making amazing money, using my own debit card, being able to...
Okay, so we're making amazing money, then pay for inpatient. Pay for semaglutide. We're making amazing money, take a few months off of work. The fuck?
Not only take care of myself, but my fur babies, having a roof over my head. If I want it, I buy it. If I need it, I buy it. I never imagined...
Okay, Ariana Grande. Okay, Miss Ponytail.
Having that type of life. Yes, I suffered with BPD 10 years ago and I still do.
I hate when she says suffer. I hate when she says suffer. I suffer. Are you really suffering? Oh, you're suffering that bad? That must be why you're trying so hard to save your life, huh? Because you're just suffering so bad.
To this day.
Boo-hoo.
But 10 years ago, it was way worse. In that, I never...
Oh, so... Oh my God, that's so annoying. Well, I used to be worse in that department, so I must be doing just so great now.
Imagined being able to be by myself and enjoying alone time because I was always so, oh my God, I need my partner. And like, I can't be alone ever, not even for 5 minutes. And
I'm sorry, that was you, what, a month ago? Again, something happens to her, like she goes through something and she just like pretends like it's like she's just so enlightened. This is enlightened Lynn. You know, she's finally actually been broken up with Emily for a couple weeks now, and now she's just cured. She's so independent. She can be on her own. Like you were just like that a couple months ago. And also, by the way, I had that epiphany in my early 20s of like, wow, I'm independent. I can actually really learn how to be on my own in my early fucking 20s. She's just so stunted emotionally and like she's so immature.
now I'm alone for days and days at a time and I'm okay. So you might see it as a loop. I don't. You know, your comment section is public, right? Why lie about getting so much support? We can all see what people are saying to you, Amber. So I get a lot of
Yeah, but y'all don't see my Instagram DMs.
private support, which I completely understand because when someone supports me publicly, they get actually bashed and attacked, and it's really sad. For some reason, the haters cannot accept that there are people who actually like me and enjoy my content, and they can't accept a different opinion than theirs. So
No, I think we're smart enough to understand that you do have some supporters, but it has majority been and will continue to be like haters. That's just how it is. We just have a problem with the fact that you act like there are so many. Okay, that's what we call you out on, that there are just so many. And also, we bring up the fact that we do think some people, including myself, are trolling you to keep you going, keep your spirits up, keep the content flowing.
I get hundreds and
Oh, by the way, um I can't remember if I said this earlier. I'm going to see if I can fix the volume. I had somebody demand, okay? In the comments of my last video, demand that I fix the volume for her viewing pleasure. Like, okay. I'm gonna do my best. These videos are the quality's not very good, but yeah, and I'm sorry if my if my commentary is not very good this video. It's getting really late. We need to wrap this shit up. um, you know, not like Amberlynn. This is not my job. This is a fun thing. So
hundreds and hundreds of DMs weekly of people who are very, very supportive because they can't do that publicly. So when I
they get shamed. She acts like, I'm sorry, she acts like there's like some minority group that have like scarlet letters on their clothing. They can't come out. They have to come out at night.
say thank you for the support, I genuinely mean it because the people who message me on Instagram are also watching my videos, and these videos are also for them. All right, so this is the last one. Bah.
Are they for them? Because you play in their faces a lot. If so, I I really don't think she thinks about her supporters a lot when she posts her videos.
Ha 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 ha. You are literally deleting comments. I was reading one in the middle of it. Poof, it was gone and it's nowhere to be seen. So I didn't delete any comments on the community tab because I wanted to go into it completely raw. YouTube actually has a section where they automatically do it themselves if something is a
Yeah, I don't care. I don't necessarily believe she's deleting comments because like the majority of the comments are negative. It really doesn't mean matter. It just doesn't even I'm so sorry guys, my fucking brain. I apologize. I'm trying to get it together. I don't think it's gonna make a difference if she deletes 5 comments out of or even 50 comments out of thousands of negative comments, because that's the reality of things. But I do believe that she puts filters on like words that can be said in her lives and certain things. because I think she, especially for lives, because she doesn't want to have to address things in like super chats and stuff.
A little too hecticana, for the lack of a better word. It goes into a completely different section and I have to approve the comment, but I never look at those, so you're never gonna see that comment again. All right, so the next section is the Lint review. I am so
Lint, lol.
nervous. All right, let me get to my Instagram. I am beyond nervous. Okay.
Damn, you think she got toe jam? Oh God, why'd I bring that up? I was just thinking, do we think she wears socks? Oh God, why am I this is what we call an intrusive thought. Nobody wants to know. Where did that come from? That's disturbing. Why did her feet have to pop into my head? Because of lint. Toe jam is so gross. Ew. Do we think she wears socks? I don't think so. Oh my God, can she even put on socks? Wait. She'd probably need the tool for people who have disabilities. She probably doesn't. She just shoves her feet into those like ballerina flats. Damn. Sorry, I'm sorry y'all had to come along with that thought.
Take a deep breath.
Like, no, I'm sorry. No way she can properly clean like her feet. She can't even reach them, I bet. She's got to have one of those long scrubbers for the shower, but there's no way. You can't properly clean yourself. Ugh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I apologize.
It's gonna be fine. All right, here we go.
If you didn't have the obstacles that you have in your life, I'm thinking specifically about your weight or maybe some of the trauma-related obstacles, what different twists and turns do you think your life would have taken? Let's imagine you didn't do YouTube, and you didn't have childhood trauma, and you didn't have your weight standing in your way. Where would you see yourself now?
What kind of question is that? I'm sorry. Sorry if that was you. What if nothing bad happened to you ever and you don't have any trauma and you're really skinny and everything went really well in your life? Like, what kind of question is that? Like, I'd be happy? You wouldn't know. You wouldn't even know what your interests would be at that point. Your circumstances would be completely different. Yeah, so if your circumstances were completely different... I'm sorry, but that's just a dumb question. I apologize if that was you. I'm sorry if that was you. Next.
Okay, so if I didn't have childhood trauma and I didn't have these weight issues, where do I see myself now? Honestly, probably like in LA. I'm not gonna lie.
Can she even like... this is coming from the girl that can't even yell out fucking bingo for herself. I live in LA.
I don't really know what I'd be doing for a job or anything like that. Like, I don't like to hype myself up too hard, but I feel like I would be an attractive person if I was thin. I mean, I think I'm pretty now. I mean, sometimes I feel super ugly, but my mom like is gorgeous. She was super gorgeous when she was younger.
To be fair, I do think she would be pretty if see this. Okay, then why can she say that? But when I say it, I'm fat phobic. Okay. I mean, I don't really give a fuck. I'll say it, but like, I do think she would actually be like conventionally like attractive if she were thinner. And that, I'm sorry, and this is why it doesn't make me fat phobic. She's so big. She's so beyond just obese. Her face is so like, it's hard to see past that. But if we could, I mean, she has nice eyes, like she has a nice cute little nose, like she's nice and proportional, but you know, the fat, it really fills things in and rounds her out and pulls. She's got that like fish mouth, you know, which aren't cute, girly pop. They're not cute. So yeah, I actually do agree with her on that.
And I know without all my extra, I would look
What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What the fuck was that?
very, very different. And I think I would really be successful.
Oh my god, she thinks she'd be like Marilyn Monroe. What, she think she'd be like some famous celebrity? Famous celebrity. That didn't make any sense. She thinks she'd be some like Hollywood person.
LA. I don't really know what I would be doing, but I think I would be thriving. I have a feeling I would be thriving.
What? If nothing bad ever happened to me and I didn't have trauma and I was skinny and I was pretty and I was ready, I think I'd be thriving. No fucking shit. And now in LA is crazy. That's a crazy take.
For sure. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Amberlynn, why did you bring up like what you would look like? It's because sadly society is shallow. And
It's just you're shallow. You're obsessed with how you look. You're obsessed with how you're perceived. You would kill to be tiny. And she said this in a previous video. Even if I could like lose the weight, I wouldn't want to be too small. I like some meat on my bones. This is not like oh please, be so fucking for real. You'd be Eugene in a heartbeat. Okay, not Eugene yet. But you know what I mean.
I feel like people who are more attractive, they get further in life and they're treated better, etc. Okay, let's do another.
Okay, so you know how there's the butterfly effect theory of how
Is this person 12 years old? See, you know, again, sorry if this is you. I know I'm not supposed to be on here like criticizing and making fun of anyone other than Amberlynn, really, but so like, have you heard of the like butterfly effect or whatever?
like one insignificant moment in your life could change the course of the rest of your life.
Yes.
Do you know or can you pinpoint like what significant or insignificant moment or event happened in your life that if you could, you would go back and change and maybe speculate how it could have changed the course of the rest of your life?
So I do have one particular
Damn. Jesus.
moment in my head, and I don't know what ways that it would have changed my life. Obviously for the better. It would definitely be interesting to see. But like, I have gone through so many things, so many like isolated, separate, traumatic events.
So have a lot of people. Hey, Amberlynn, so have I. So have I. And what about it?
To where I was gonna come out effed up regardless.
Not fucking true. Not fucking true. I've been through things. I've been through things too. No, but I've been through things where I'm like, damn, I probably should have turned out a lot worse. Right? But like, that's just what you need to do. Obviously, some people, they do turn out for the worse, right? But like, that's just what you need to do. You just have to get through it. You know, you either let these things get you down or you work through it and you try to be better because of those things. You know, you try to learn from that's. I can't believe I even have to say this. This is so annoying. Let's just move on. What is she talking about?
But the first thing that I think of,
The girl that was in my comments a few videos that was like, you need to stop pausing and giggling and not finish your thoughts. Oh, she's gonna hate this one. Oh, she's gonna. I don't think I've finished a singular thought this entire video. Next video I'm gonna record in the morning with a cup of coffee, fresh faced, concise.
which trigger warning SA. So I'm just gonna like say it, have something pop up right here. But when I was 7 by a cousin, and I feel like there's a lot of heaviness with that topic. Like, I feel like that probably did do some damage to my brain and just the way that I am, because I know a lot of people who experience SA, especially as a very, very young child, they end up with like a lot of issues.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I do hate to hear that. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. And she's right. Like what I see a lot on my 600-pound life, is that it for most of these people, like a lot of these people, they were not most of them, I wouldn't say, but a lot of these people on this show were essayed when they were young, or experienced a lot of loss, but also were essayed when they were young, right? And so, absolutely, that could be something that was a catalyst to kind of put her on this trajectory. Um, so I would not take that away from her. I think that's absolutely an explanation for why she would have these tendencies or seek comfort in food. Um, but on that same note, I am going to counter with, then we should probably seek some help for that. You know, that's something that is going to live with her for the rest of her life, and it's going to be with her for it's not going to go away. But it's something that she can overcome. It's something that she can come out of, on the other side, and and improve herself, be better for it. Not that she needs to be grateful that happened or anything like that. I know people will say that with when it comes to like trauma. Yeah, I'm glad I went through that trauma because blah blah blah. But like you either are gonna let it get you down, or it's gonna be the opposite, right? So I don't want to take away from the fact that what she just admitted, but also let's not make it an excuse, right? It's certainly an explanation. It's certainly an explanation, but it's also not an excuse. So I'll just leave it at that. It's a complex, it's a nuanced topic, right? Um, so yeah, that takes a lot of guts to come out and talk about.
And I think about 600-pound life, where I relate
600-pound life mentioned
so much to some of these people, because in the beginning of every episode it's the same way. It's the shower scene showing how much they eat at one time, which is
oh my god. So I told you guys I was watching an episode of the 600-pound life the other night. It was the first time I've seen the show, honestly, in a few years, because why would I need to watch that when I got my own 600-pound life story on YouTube to get caught up on every day with Miss Amby? But yeah, I forgot they do the shower scenes and stuff to start off the episodes. And again, what makes Amberlynn think she's any different than these people? Like, ooh, I hate to say it, but those intrusive thoughts popped up, and I'm just like, this is probably what she looks like. Not to like infer about what she looks like without clothes on, but it was hard to do when they don't censor that shit on that show. And I got a fatty at home. I follow. So okay, moving on.
Definitely exaggerated, but that's a different subject for a different time. But they always talk about,
wait, what's exaggerated?
The beginning of every episode it's the same way. It's the shower scene showing how much they eat at one time, which is definitely exaggerated, but that's a different subject.
Is it because even if it's just showing like on a bad day what they eat, it's still shocking. It's still absolutely shocking, and I think worth mentioning. They're not gonna be like, hey, so what do you eat on a good day?
For a different time. But they always talk about their past and probably what made them the way they are. And a lot of people go through SA as a kid.
Yup.
And end up really, really large. So I know that like I've gone through so many things in my life, but I feel like that was one of the first memories that I have as a young girl that was like very, very traumatic for me.
Look, I'm not going to say she's lying. Obviously, my instinct, I'm not going to lie. I didn't even think until just now when she mentioned my 600-pound life that she might be lying, that there's a possibility she could be lying about being essayed as a young child. Because that's not something you lie about, right? Like, that wasn't my first instinct. I actually did believe her. But I'm just saying, the fact that she's bringing up my 600-pound life, I'm wondering, like, has she been watching that recently? I'm just going to leave that there.
Hi Amber, thank you so much for accepting my request. I just wanted to ask you, if you could talk to yourself 10 years ago, what would you say and what advice would you give? And also, if you could see yourself 10 years in the future, where would you like to be? And how do you see yourself?
I'm sorry, Amberlynn's not in any place to be giving her past self from 10 years ago any sort of advice. At least when it comes to, like, yeah, I mean, I really can't seem to think of anything. I'm interested to see what she has to say. You know, Amberlynn 10 years ago weighed significantly less. I can't imagine she weighs significantly more now because she has improved mentally, or yeah, like, you gonna give us suggestions on, like, taxes? What can you tell yourself 10 years ago when it comes to your maturity and your emotional maturity and your physical health? Like, what can you really tell yourself 10 years ago?
Again, thank you so much.
So 10 years ago, I was 34. So I, without a doubt, would tell myself
24, I'm assuming she meant to say. Which, by the way, like, in Amberlynn years, that's like 14.
lose weight, girl. Like, you're going to get cancer in a few years, so you need to lose weight. You need to go to the gyno regularly, and you need to know the YouTube game. So let me sit down.
Are we talking to your past self or your current self, babe?
Write down a bunch of notes for you, and I'm going to teach you the YouTube game to where you can play the YouTube game. You can have fun with it, but you can also stop yourself from sharing certain things that you shouldn't share. And girl, you also have BPD, so go to therapy now. Like, there's just so many things that I would tell myself.
She doesn't know how to play the YouTube game. What is she talking about? Did she have like an epiphany yesterday? Enlightened Lynn. I'm telling you, it's like a sparkle in her eye. I can, like, tell when the video starts. I'm like, oop, Enlightened Lynn. And it's how smug she is. And you know what I'm talking about? God, this is when I wish you guys could see my face. Oh my God, you honestly, one of these days I'll do a face reveal, because this is something my partner always says. Like, they love my facial expressions. I show everything on my face. So anyway, if you could see my face right now, the fuck, literally, if you could see my face during these videos, I feel like that'd be half the experience of my reactions. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, she just gets this, like, smug look, and when she talks, she, like, closes her eyes and her eyebrows raise. Oh, I hate that shit. God.
So if I could see myself in 10 years from now, I will be 44. I hope that, obviously, like, I weigh a lot less. I hope that, like, my health has improved.
Is it obvious?
My mental health. I can't even imagine myself in the 40s. Holy, that is weird. I hope that I'm married. I know that sounds crazy because I said I don't ever want to be in a relationship again, but
LOL. What does marriage even look like for her? Like, that they just can't leave you easily?
fuck it. A decade from now, I hope that I'm married. I hope that I'm happy. I was about to say, I hope that I still have wasabi and Twinkie, but oh, okay, my heart just broke. Moving on. Okay, so
Ugh, I do that too often. I, like, I'll, like, be making my life plans because, oh my God, you guys, I'm in this era of my life where, like, all my friends are getting married and having babies and doing all this stuff. And my partner and we've been together we've been together since we were not too young. Okay, I've dated other people, but, like, we've been together for a while. And we were pretty young, like, when we first started dating. We weren't no fucking high school sweethearts or nothing. I did not know him back then, but so we're just not there, like, with our other friends. But, like, sometimes, so, but anyway, it's not about me. But it's made me think. It's making me think about what I want, kind of timeline of things, whatever. And oh, it's made me think about my pets. I think this is a good time to admit that I am a cat mom. I love cats, you guys. Actually, scratch that. I love my cats. My cats are the sweetest, cutest little, cuddliest, sweetest little. Oh, they're so pretty too. Oh my god. Maybe I'll do a cat reveal before I do a face reveal. But yeah, I get really upset when I think about that. Moving along. God, that was such a tangent. Are any of you listening still? I'm on full brain rot right now.
This is the last one.
Do you think you'll ever do ASMR again? I'm not gonna lie, your old ASMR videos, especially the like candy bowl imaging one, has been a guilty pleasure of mine for like the past week. Sorry if this had to be weight related. That's just been living rent free in my brain.
Oh my god, I live for that question.
I hope not. You know what? Actually, yes. That will give me a break. Because I'm so behind on videos. Can we make the Let's Talk video an ASMR video, please? So I can fucking skip it.
You know how many people actually tell me that they like my ASMR videos? Like, it genuinely shocks me. I actually don't think that I will ever make like a separate ASMR video again. I think majority of people actually hate it.
Honestly, yeah, no, literally, like, why not though? You talk about wanting another community, like finding a new community and whatnot, like make ASMR videos. Oh my god, that's another thing. That's another thing she can do. She can go on TikTok and do those ASMR like lives. I'm telling you, I said this in the last video. I forget exactly for what I said she would do in TikTok lives, but I feel like she has a career on TikTok lives. They would love her. They would love her. Do those goodnight ASMRs. You could do it, queen.
But a lot of people do like it, so I appreciate that. All right, now it is time for tea or tail.
Let me guess. None of it's true. False.
So rumor number one is you cannot be diagnosed with BPD by a psychologist, let alone one that doesn't specialize in BPD.
I don't care.
That is a tale. That is a big, big, big tale. So you can be diagnosed with BPD by a psychiatrist, psychologist.
Oh my god, my mind just wandered. I was thinking about this the other day and I was like, okay, I need to mention this on my channel. I was just thinking of like other career opportunities for Amberlynn, like what would suit her. And I think she would be the perfect house mom at a strip club. Let it sink. If you know anything about house moms at strip clubs, don't ask me why I do. You're not ready for that lore yet. You would know that is just like perfect. I had this thought the other day and I was like, oh, I've done it. I've done it. Maybe I need to comment that. Maybe I need to comment that on her under her Let's Chat videos. She'd be such a good house mom. All she has to do is like be active for like an hour of the day to get all the things together, and then she gets to sit on her fucking ass and just sew up outfits for people, and you know, that's it. Just sit there. She looked okay. I'm not gonna say anything else. Let's move on.
And by social workers, and they do not have to specialize in BPD. In the same way, like if you're diagnosed with depression or you're diagnosed with...
No tea to house moms at strip clubs, by the way.
Bipolar disorder. Like,
I wanted to defend myself, but y'all aren't ready for that lore.
they don't have to be like a specialized like psychologist just for those things. All right, rumor number 2. Amberlynn lied about when she posted her ER pictures to Snapchat. That is also a tale that is not true. So in my reaction to Salty Crab,
Shocker. That's not true.
where I was talking about like so many people didn't believe I had cancer, so many people didn't believe that I was rushed to the ER and that I was gushing blood and blah blah blah. I mentioned the times where I posted my blood pictures on Snapchat and I...
Ew. Add that to my fluids. Okay, of things to never say again. Okay.
Also mentioned where I literally showed medical confirmation, like my medical paperwork in a YouTube video. And I jumbled all that nonsense together in the reaction. And I saw a couple people where they were just like, oh my God, Amberlynn's lying. Like, she didn't even post like those pictures until like May, but then it was like actually June where like she showed the medical stuff. And yes, that is true. So in the salty
Her putting on the like mocking voice as if they're wrong and then being like, yeah, that's true. Stupid.
crab reaction, I said during that time, and I also said in the impulsive state of mind that I was in. So I'm talking about two different incidences, which is the Snapchat photos, the medical paperwork YouTube, that happened within different months, but it was the same head frame. So what made me post the Snapchat photos was people were like, Amberlynn, that's not true. You were not rushed to the ER gushing blood. And I was like, yes, I was. Here's proof. And then me posting medical paperwork was because people were like, Amberlynn, you were never diagnosed. That's not true.
Again, I'm absolutely fucking dozing over here. You didn't have to do that. You did not have to share your medical info. You did not have to show your blood pictures. What? Gross. Like, what are we doing?
And then I was like, well, here's proof. So both of those instances was just me not being able to regulate my emotions, me not being able to like ignore the shit. So instead it made my like impulse instinct, like it was gone. I had zero impulse skills. Like I was just like, I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this. I couldn't regulate myself. But thankfully since
Zero impulse skills.
then I have gotten better with that. Am I perfect? No. I think that's a
God, I hate when she says that. I'm not perfect.
reason why I have stopped.
She's so Hannah Montana coded, dude. Like, she always says that. It's just so hard, like, trying to, she always talks about, like, her trying to have these two different lives, and it's just so annoying.
Like demeaning myself in certain areas. People are like, let me see the BPD diagnosis. People are like, let me see proof that you have a kidney that's 6 millimeters big. And I'm like, no, like I have boundaries and I respect my boundaries. In the past, no, because I was bad at regulating, still am, but better. And that's just like another way of like showing that I have improved as a person, because in the past, like crying.
My God, this is so boring. But I would like to see proof that she has BPD. I feel like that's only fair since she won't shut the fuck up about it. And there's so many allegations she doesn't have it. Like, you know what? Show the proof.
Hysterically while showing my medical records is crazy work. And like posting on Snapchat such gruesome
You didn't have to do that. That is so much different than like proving you have BPD, which is like a recurring fucking thing that you love to bring up. We didn't need to see your blood pictures. Ew.
Photos is also crazy work, and that is something I would never do now. Rumor number 3, which is the last rumor, Amberlynn uses a filter when live streaming from her laptop. That is also a tale. I am literally a boomer when it comes to anything like that. So the reason why I look so different on my laptop versus on my phone is because the iPhone, I have the newest one, is literally crisp clear, as you guys can see. But my laptop literally sucks, as you guys can also see, because the internet's always shutting down and I'm always having to restart. You can literally tell that the webcam is super blurry.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that. And also, what the fuck does it matter? Like, it's... I believe that. Like, you always look like cuter in webcams because it's like pixelated, a little blurry, you know. And then yeah, on that iPhone camera is really gonna expose you because you do have a wonky eye, Amberlynn. Okay, you're not gonna beat the wonky eye allegations. Not today.
So it has nothing to do with a filter. I wouldn't even know how to put that on there. Literally, when I go live, I click on YouTube, I click go live, and that is literally the end of it. All right, now we're about to do bad choices.
This is the last thing. I'm so over it. Are you guys even still watching? I feel like I'm flopping this episode. Let me have some self-confidence. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter.
So by the time that this whole series is done, maybe I will have answered every single one of these questions. I'm just going to randomly.
No fucking shot in hell. There was like 50 fucking cards in there. You think you're gonna do this? You're gonna stick to the schedule for another year, babe? I still got my bets on, what'd I say, 3 weeks? Because how many videos is that? That's 15 videos in a row, isn't it? Including her lives?
Only choose 5 and let's get into it. Have you ever told a friend they were being cheated on? I'm having to think. I don't think I've ever had to do that. No, but my memory does suck because last night in my live stream, I couldn't even remember the fucking high school that I graduated from. It was crazy. All right, next one.
So crazy. Okay, weird thing to like defend yourself on. Who cares?
In the past 30 days, have you sent or received a sext message? So
She totally picked that out. Show us the bowl. Next time we need to see you mixing it around, okay?
in the last 30 days, no. Nope. Number 3. So this
Yeah, okay.
is like an all play question. So obviously, it's just me. So I'm gonna ask it as if it's just me. Could you go a month without masturbating? The answer is
No, I don't need. Can I end the video here, you guys? Please. What? Wait, can she even do that? Wait, she can't even wipe. Can she do that? Can she even reach? Why would she put this? I thought an image of her feet popping in my head this episode was bad enough. The intrusive thoughts. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
probably no.
That's what I feared. What? Ugh. God, I don't even want to know. I don't even care.
I mean, if someone was like, don't masturbate for a month, like, I bet you, like, okay, I won't.
Yeah, something tells me, like, I mean, if I really have to think about it, I would assume she doesn't. Like, how would she? Oh, I see, and this is just what I don't need an explanation for. How she wipes her ass, that was fun. Traumatizing, but fun. This, I don't need to know. See, I feel like this is another example of her trying to convince us that she's this, like, sexual being.
But, like,
I need Emily to do a tell-all.
why would I?
No, honestly, because out of any of her partners, I believe they are sexually active because of the whole feeder thing. Yeah.
Okay. Number 4, have you ever apologized after sex? I'm
Why are they all sex related? Is that what these bad choices cards are? I'm gonna have to look them up because what the fuck?
sure I have. I don't know what for, but probably something. All right. Number 5, have you ever had a sexual partner who turned out to be gay?
Okay, so they are all sex related, or like relationship related, or relationship. Like, why is this a segment? Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. Have you ever had a sexual partner who turned out gay?
Well, I am gay, so that makes my partner gay. All right, so that is the end of the first episode of this series.
Thank God. Oh my God. Okay, let's get through it, please. I see the end.
I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, there are so many more voice memos, so many more things we could talk about, but I don't want to make this video super long. There will be another community tab for you guys on Monday. If I missed your question, just repeat it. And as the time goes on, we'll see. Maybe some of this will be taken out. Maybe no one likes the Lint review, or maybe no one likes the tear tail. I'm sure you guys do, though. Maybe eventually.
You're sure that we do like the segments? What makes you so sure of that? Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Put it down in my comments. Like, do you care about a reaction video to the Let's Talk? Because I think the answer is probably like no, but I know I've attracted the part of Girl World and the Amberverse that likes to put videos on in the background. So I'm hoping, like, for me, I would put this on because you're not even really half listening. But yeah, what do you guys think? Is it worth it, me just doing my reactions to them, even if my reactions aren't very good? I don't know.
She'll add something new or take something out. It just all depends. See what we all like and how we enjoy it. But I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Oh my God, thank God. I'm hungry. I need to go eat dinner and wind down and cool off. Oh my God. So what do we think, you guys? Like, I don't know. I'm very excited to see what your comments are. She said a lot of upsetting shit in this one, so I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. And I guess what's the next video? The what I eat in a day? Ooh, I'm excited for that. I'm hoping that it's shorter. I haven't seen yet. So maybe I'll try to crank that out because I know I'm pretty behind and I don't want to get too behind. But I'm not foreseeing that really being an issue for my channel because I'm not really like a news or updates channel. It's more of just kind of like a background video sort of thing. So I'm hoping you guys don't really really care that I'm super behind or that my brain was a little fucking slow this episode. So yeah, I thank you guys for being here. My videos have been getting like 1,000+ views. So thanks for being here, the fuck, and see you next time. Bye.